Hey everyone, it's Terri. Welcome to day 26 of our Leap to Lead program. And today I am here to show you how I do samples. So it's really cool. Every month, I actually start up for the warmer and scent of the month, as we talked about earlier in this program. And what I wanted to show you today is probably one of the staples of the basics of what I do with my business. So every month, so when I get my warmer and scent of the month, I do what we talked about before. I do my big unboxing. I pull everything out. I set it up so that they can see this beautifulness in its glory. But we also get 9 bars of wax. So what do we do with all these bars of wax? So I wanted to show you really basic stuff, what I do for my business. So I always take about 3 of the 9 bars and I put them right aside. And I usually will always have at least one of these bars for doing demos. When I used to do home parties, I used to take these with me. And I also keep, right now I have actually 6 people who are signed up for my Scent of the Month Club. And I'm going to be talking about Scent of the Month Club within our group within the next week. And I think it's kind of really fun that we can talk about this with everybody because it'll be beneficial to everyone. But basically what Scent of the Month Club is for my customers is they can sign up to get this bar of wax. And they've paid for it. And they basically pay $8 a bar. They get it automatically. So they think it's pretty cool. But how do I get other people interested? So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys today about is samples. And samples, honestly, if you watched the video I did with my money tree, making samples is like planting seeds. And your samples are how you grow new customers, how you can start conversations with people you haven't met yet. But it's also building your customer base up a little bit as well by using samples. So think about your samples as like planting seeds, as if you would do it in your garden. And oh my gosh, my hair is just a complete mess today. So I wanted to show you basically how I make samples. So I have my Scent of the Month, and I've already popped in here, I've already popped 3 of the cubes from the bar of wax. So I'm just gonna put that over there. So a couple of tools that I have that I wanted to show you, first thing. So you have all these flyers that come with the Scent of the Month and the Warmer and Scent of the Month kit. You get a package of like 50 of them. So what are you gonna do with all of these? That's what's really great about making samples is that this is like basically your advertisement all in one. So you have your rub and sniff stickers, and these are great as well for including in your flyer, but I wanted to show you something else that instead of using those, how you can actually give them really a little bit of value as well. So I take my Warmer of the Month and my Warmer and Scent of the Month flyer. I print off my labels. Then again, I just buy these labels at Dollarama and I make my own using Avery Design and Print Online. And I make them myself and I just peel it off, stick it on the back, just like that, okay? So next, how do I make? So I go through and I label all my flyers that I'm going to use. And then these are felt samples. You can get these in the consultant store. These are amazing. They not only, you don't have to make, like I've melted the wax already and I don't have to pour it out in a mold and unpop them and hope they don't break and try to put them into little Ziploc bags. But the problem is that we are coming into some pretty hot weather. And so you could add like a little piece of felt in with your fun little shape sample, or you could just use felt samples and literally take a bunch of them. Literally, I'm just gonna take a bunch, okay? And you drop them in your wax. That's it, okay? Now, down here, this is just parchment paper. You could use parchment or wax paper. I like parchment paper because I use it a lot for like cooking and baking and stuff. These are little zippy bags, little Ziploc bags. I got these in the craft section of Dollarama. There's like, I think 80 for like $1.25, and they're the perfect size for a felt sample. How cool is that, okay? So like literally, they're like the perfect size. So when I'm done, when these are finished soaking up all the wax, and I use just like a pair of tweezers just to pull it out. Okay, and I just take it out of the wax and I lay it on my parchment so it can harden. Okay, and what's cool is the felt absorbs the wax, so you can see it's absorbed all the wax. It doesn't like layered it up, but what they can do is when they get this sample with their Scentsy warmer is they can put that wax sample right into their warmer. It will melt the wax right off the felt and they get a little hint of that smell. So they get a little sample of what the smell is. So it's kind of cool. And it's a ton of fun, especially for those of you guys that have kids. This is a fun little project. My kids, my youngest daughter used to love helping me make samples back in the day. I don't know if she so much likes it anymore that she's 18, but you know, it is what it is. So once they're done hardening, I put them in a little Ziploc bag. I open up my flyer and I literally will tape it to the inside of where this is. And I close it up and voila. Now, there is a really cool Facebook group. It's called All About Samples. And it's all about making Scentsy samples. And they are some pretty creative people. I will actually drop in the comments below a link to that group so you guys can check it out. They make some really neat graphics so that if you don't necessarily have the flyers, but you want to make samples of all of the other scents that we have. Let's just say you haven't signed up for the scent of the month yet, but you do have some wax that's currently in season. You can melt some of your cubes down of your bar and make some samples and hand those out as well. As long as it has your contact information on it and it's a little sample of what is available, it's really a ton of fun to hand these out. So one of the other things that I wanted to share with you as well. So what I do with my samples is I do have probably about 20 customers that I do what I call happy mail, is I mail out a flyer just like this with the warmer and scent of the month with that little wax sample inside it. I include maybe a flyer of some of the current promotions that are going on for that month and anything that might be coming up. So for instance, I'm doing a mail out because I know Marvel collection's coming up. So I give them a little sneak peek. This is coming soon. If you're interested to contact me, and I make sure my name and my phone number is on it so they can contact me. On my contact information, I've been starting to add call or text me because I know a lot of people don't like to pick up the phone. So if I give them the opportunity to text me, I get more people texting me because people are busy. I totally get it. And the thing is the way of technology, right? People want to be able to communicate with you, and texting is a really great form to do that. So giving them the permission to text you really definitely helps. So I mail those out to my customers. And those are because they're customers that have bought from me in the past. They love getting little samples and stuff like that, and they tell all their friends about it. But as you're building your customer base, if you're not quite there yet, one of the other things that you can do, so what I do is I take a bunch of these and I'll put them in my purse. Okay, so I'll just fold it up, usually fold it up into 3 pieces, kind of like that. So they have like a little sneak. And then on the inside, it has my contact information on it. And what's really cool is, so I take these, I'll stick them in my purse, and if I'm out and about, I make it like almost like a challenge, like a game. I'm going to talk to 10 people. Or 20 people by the end of the week. And I'm going to hand out all 20 of these samples to brand new people. But it is so much more than just giving these out to random strangers. You want to collect their information. You just don't want to hand these out to anybody. If you remember watching the video that I posted, that I shared the other day about my money tree, if you just go around and throwing out freebies to everybody under the sun and you don't know where they are, who they are, then you have no way to go back and find out if this is going to grow into a customer. You can hope and pray they might go to your website. They might call you, but you have no guarantee that they will. So here's a little thing that you can do. These are also available in the consultant store. These are draw ballot sheets, okay? Take these with you with your samples, and when you're out and about, let's say you're out at the grocery store and you're talking to somebody and they happen to notice you are wearing a Scentsy hat or a Scentsy shirt or something, or you just happen to be talking to them in the store and it's like, you know what, I have actually a free sample. What's really cool is I actually do a monthly draw. If you fill out my draw, I will enter you in my draw to win a Scentsy goodie, if you'd like, or a Scentsy room spray. Is normally what I do is I usually will raffle off at the end of the month my Scentsy room spray. Or you could even say car circle because they're like $4 and you can mail it. So my goal is to get it, every one of these, I get them to fill out one of these. And I've only ever had in probably the last year since I started doing this, I've only had like 3 people tell me, no, I'm not interested. That's fine, no problem. And then I just keep the sample because you know what? It's my business. And when you think about it, when you're out and about and somebody's offering you something for free, it's great. But you know what? When people start handing out stuff like it's candy or if it's just freebies, they have no way to measure if this works. And when you put this much effort, time, and money, you want to make sure you have their information. Now, once you collect these, your goal is to make 20 samples, or you can purchase samples. You can purchase like the laundry products, the body care line. Those are some samples you can purchase in the consultant store as well. Your job is to get 20 samples, okay? Whether you want to make them or buy them, totally up to you. But you're gonna get these, and you're gonna have them fill these out. So your challenge is to get your 20 samples together. I'd like to get you guys to do this by the end of the week. So if you can do this by Friday, that'd be awesome. And if you don't have these, they won't come by Friday anyway. But what you can actually do is download the Sell with Amy app, AMI. And they actually have you can enter people's information in there. You can actually enter their information into your phone, right into your contact system, and add a little note. And maybe make a list of the people who are going to be added to your draw. And then your job is to, once you've collected their contact information, add them into your contacts tab in your workstation. Okay. Make sure you have their email address so you can sign them up to get the newsletter. And now they're automatically going to get emailed by Scentsy, which is amazing. And you can follow up with them and just say, hey, I wanted to thank you so much. It was great running into you. I hope you enjoyed that Scentsy sample. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to be running this draw. Are you on Facebook? I have a great group if you're interested. And then you can start having a conversation with them, right? Like maybe you ran into them, maybe you know people through your kids, and maybe have those conversations. But ultimately, this is about building relationships with people as well. It's so much more than just selling Scentsy, okay? But ultimately, this is about starting a conversation. And look, these are already dry, by the way, a little bit damp here. But yeah, like that's it. That's the felt sample. And literally all I'll do is I'll take them, put them in here. I probably will get close to 80 samples out of a bar of wax, which is a lot of samples, you guys. So that's it. And then I just put it in here. And I'll just put it in with my little sample package. I tape it to the inside and I hand these out. That's it, okay? You can mail them out to people too. It's the cost of a stamp. It's so cool. All right, so that's it. Have fun. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll talk to you later. Bye.